that should all be good now. So, here's my first ever video of me playing a game where I actually have my voice and not just the in-game audio. I generally prefer when I'm playing a game to just really get immersed with the game world and everything, and I still plan on doing that for this live stream, but this time there will also be my commentary on it. Alright, let's ignore those Skyrim updates. Who cares about the paid mods that Bethesda's offering? I love Bethesda, but you know, a lot of the paid mods they've come out with you can already get for free. So, and I already have a bunch of free mods installed, which you'll notice as I play. So this is Skyrim, the 300th hour. I played over 100 hours of the original release from many years ago. Never finished. This is now, I've got 200 plus hours in the Skyrim Special Edition, fully modded with high resolution graphics, as well as different features that add more depth to some of the mechanics. So maybe I'll try to note those as I go. I just killed a bunch of these Alderian Dominion elves. Fuck them. Hate these guys. That should all Dovahkiin. Alright, so I'm looking for a staff for the College of Winterhold. That one lame guy who's there. So we're almost at the staff's position. So let's see what's going on with it. I'll check my map here. Actually, it should be somewhere off to my left already. And when I last checked on it, it was somewhere in the real world. Like, not within a dungeon, but somebody just having it. Maybe that's up here. I don't know. I might have to check my map. We'll see. Alright. Oh yeah. This person probably has it. Oh.
That's your best, huh?
Warmed up. Should mention I'm level 82, I think, or 83. You know, I've already been playing for many hours plus, but I've made my skills already special, so right now I'm actually pretty weak on ammo, on the heavy armor that I'm wearing. I'm also weak on my two-handed sword. I love using the battle axe. This is a dragon bone battle axe. I'm also wearing a dragon armor suit here with my dragon arrow bones, and you know, as well as the bow. I'm also using Frostfall as well as Campfire. So I also have a cloak on to keep warm in this very cold environment here. Alright, so did I take a staff? I hope I did, but for some reason I didn't see anything change from my journal here. Yeah, acquire the staff, but that, I guess, obviously wasn't. Okay, it's now inside here. Interesting. Oh, wait, what? Okay, it's not inside there, it's over there. Oh, okay, so I was misinformed. Looking at the map, it looks like it's out in the world, which technically it is, but I guess I actually have to go through this dungeon first before I can get to it, so for Arniel. So, onward. Saw me. Oh.
think they got the message.
That's Brynjolf, my companion from the Thieves Guild. I'm actually the master of the Thieves Guild. Oh, fuck. Okay. I like to actually mix up my followers from time to time. So right now I'm doing Brynjolf, but I'll be switching it up eventually. It's kind of like when the catchphrases get super annoying, it's time to switch it up. Alright, sounds like there's a necromancer here.
Hardly felt of it.
You felt? Yeah. You'll notice it says feed because I have the Ring of Namira on, which it's always fun to play as a cannibal. Cannibalistic Nord. Over here. Did you say pumpkin?
My blade thirsts for your blood.
Oh, that's the fox. Come here, pumpkin.
That's what happens when you cross the guild.
Oh, not mean to pick up the fox carcass. Let's go ahead and drop that. It's another mod I have that's more realistic blacksmithing. So let's drop that carcass. Let's field dress it. Alright, let's butcher the meat. I'm not gonna skin it for the pelt. I have so many pelts. I'm actually missing animal fat, which with this mod you need animal fat to actually convert animal furs into leather. Can I check you? Alright, we're good there. Looks like a little campsite. Would not want to sleep on that dirt ground. Alright, what's at the table? Let's take some ore, some leather strips. Other stuff's pretty low level, at least monetarily. Alright, so it looks like this is going to keep going on up here, so let's go back down below and explore that cave I saw earlier. Down here. This may not actually go anywhere. Yeah, I guess it is going somewhere. I hear spiders. Let's do the stealth archer playthrough right here. Everybody's a stealth archer. There's a Skyrim mod out there that actually adds guns to the game. That would be weird and out of place, but also interesting. Alright. Extracting some venom. I'll harvest some ingredients. Which, will give me ingredients that already exist in the game, but also new ingredients as well. I also have eye needs, which has thirst and hunger added too. Alright, more spiders up ahead. Oh. Damn, I'm so happy this is a video game. I'm not afraid of spiders, but if they were that big, I would be. Let's come back down here, extract some more venom, harvest some ingredients. So this mod, depending on the venom gathered, you can create new kinds of poisons. Like a mild acid, strong acid, as well as some other potions that are... actually, it's using troll's blood, but you can make some very strong regenerative or detrimental poisons. I mean, ingredients are just, you know, there are new ingredients, but they make the same old potions. You can also get bones, though. You can fashion together different things with the animal bones. I haven't really been interested in that kind of scrimshaw crafting. So I'm encumbered right now. Let's remove some of these bones that I'm not actually going to use, which will free up a bunch of my space. Still over the limit. And one animal fat is 1 pound, or 1 weight. That's a lot. Is there anything else I can throw out in here? Like it. Do I have a weight potion in here? I think I use this all up. Oh, you know what? I probably have a lot of raw food in here. I will get rid of some of that. Raw spider meat. Who wants to eat that? Tastes as nasty as it smells. Feels as nasty as it looks. 2 pounds each. Alright. Good weight. Oh. That creeped me out for a second there. Let's come back to you. Nah. Wasn't expecting that resurrection right there. Is that you?
Please cut me down.
Better not be like that original person I cut down who then ran with the claw.
Thanks for getting me out of that. Bashnag's coven chased me out and left me for dead down here. Nobody lasts too long with the spiders. Please, will you help me get out of here? If the coast is clear, I'll make a break for it.
Coven? What do you mean?
Bashnag's circle of mages. Well, they live here. They made it pretty clear that I'm no longer welcome.
Why aren't you part of the Coven anymore?
I left for a few days in Riften. When I came back, Bashnag accused me of trying to sell him out to the Thalmor. I was cursed and chased off.
Why were you in Riften?
My daughter was sent to the orphanage there when I stood accused of illegal necromancy. I had no choice. Run or die. I joined with Bashnag then, but I thought of Savella every day, so I snuck off hoping to find and steal away with her. Only she was gone, shipped away to another orphanage or adopted, or... I didn't know what else to do, so I came back, hoping nobody noticed I left.
How are you holding up?
I won't be myself for some time. I just need to get out of here and recover.
Tell me more about the Coven.
These are no dainty college mages. Bashnag has the skill of a magister and the mind of a warlord. This is a dangerous bunch. They're good company. If you want to study necromancy in peace, though.
You're a necromancer?
I am, and I don't want to hear your moral judgments about it either. I wouldn't have had to study in secret in the old days.
How are
I'm
you
too
holding
weak
up?
right now. Between the spiders and the Coven, I'd be dead before escaping the cave.
Can you make it out of here?
Bashnag cursed me. I can't cast a spell to save my life right now. I'll have to wait until the way out is safe.
It isn't safe. Wait here.
Please, let me know if it seems safe to leave.
Alright,
What?
I'll have to remember. Alright, got some spider egg. It's killing time. Where's Uncle Pete when you need him? Nothing up here. Ah. Hey, these spell swords. There we go. Goodbye. An arrow is worth more than everything up. Everything you've got on you. Yep, same here. Alright. Sneak on ahead, see what's going on, and actually let's queue up Unrelenting Force. Nothing like a good shout. I'm guessing this whole dungeon is just circular.
Never should have come here.
Oh, ow. Hi there, buddy. How's your eye?
I'll show you what a real
No Ebony Knight.
around.
Goodbye. Ooh, the staff. Creatures and people up to level 12 won't fight for 60 seconds. Alright. The Art of War Magic. I'm not sure if I've read that before. Let's find out. Hey, getting a call from my sister. Let's see what's going on. Hello.
I wanted to ask you, her mom, is she gonna have a cake?
Yeah, we're gonna do something for her.
Okay, so I'm on the candle section, and they have one that lights up happy birthday, and then the other candle is like a flower that you light and it opens up and spins and plays music.
Alright, let's do that.
Okay, and then also, should I get a banner to put up for happy birthday or not really?
Yeah, you can do that.
We saw one with balloons and stuff that looked really cool. It's just it's gonna take a... I'm like, it looks really... I don't know... Because you have to blow each letter up individually and then tie them on a string and then, you know... So maybe I might just do a regular... If I can... It's blown up. I'm thinking... birthday? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and are you gonna want any blow thingies to make noise? Those fancy blow things? Or not really?
Nah.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do the thing, and anything else you can think of?
Nah, anything else I think up, I can just pick up.
Okay, I was gonna say, even, are we gonna take the paper plates or not really?
Nah, we've got those high
Okay.
quality ones.
Okay, no problem then. I figured you.
All right,
Thank you.
all right. Thanks, Shay.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
What was that?
All right, my sister plan and I'm planning for her birthday this upcoming week. All right. Those never get old. All right, maybe sometimes those animations get old, but still, they're definitely very enjoyable at key moments. All right, I think that's everywhere. I think this place is done. Yep. Alright, Whirlwind's... Okay, I'm feeling thirsty. What do I have to eat and drink? Raw troll meat, no thank you. Let's just go for some water right now. Let's have a salmon steak. Ooh, a saber cat pot roast. That sounds good. Oh, okay, I'm full. Yeah, ooh, meat braised bear. I love that. I love some meat. What else do we have? Ooh, ale braised saber cat. I highly recommend that. Really good. That's another mod I have, if you couldn't tell. One for... here's a chest I missed. Let's see, let's take a ruby. Oh wow, look at this. Beautiful. Alright. Have what we came for. Wow, was that most of the day? Yes, it was. Back on my horse. Alright, so we're pretty up north right now. Alright, so we're gonna go back past Helgen to Riverwood to Whiterun so that I can get all the way back to Winterhold. Alright. Okay, so some of you may wonder, in the main quest, where am I? What is going on? So I'll do a brief recap here. Because I have no video saying anything. So as you can tell here, I basically fully explored. I say fully, there might be some things I'm not aware of, but as far as what I was able to see, I've either gotten most or all of everything to do with Markov. I've done everything for Solitude and, you know, the region around, excluding the Vampire DLC. Which I will tackle at a later part of time. I have not been to Morphul yet. I have not been to Dawnstar. I have been to some quests that have brought me near those locations, but I have not went to them at all. And actually, I've never went to them in my previous playthrough of the original version either. I've done Whiterun. Well, probably everyone's done that. I have not been to Falkreath yet. Again, some quests in here I've had to do, but I've not been there. I, have been to the Throat of the World, High Hrothgar, Iverstead. This is all good. I've done basically everything in in Riften, as well as all out over here. I have not done the Dawnguard expansion yet. As far as the expansion goes, except for that, Homestead expansion, Hearthfire, I don't really plan on doing any of the other DLCs until I'm done with the my original exploration here. So I've done here. So technically I've been to Weldhelm, but it's just been for previous quests. I actually have not really explored it at all. It's really just been the Thieves Guild that has taken me here. So really, I have most of this region still to explore, plus the city. I've done everything I can in Winterhold, as well as the College of Winterhold. I'm finishing up my final quest line in there for Arniel. Now if we look at these other regions like Whiterun, I've done all the companion quests. Even I include in there even the Radiant quests that eventually no longer occur. So you have the Radiant quest to basically cure some of the other members of lycanthropy, or however you say that, of being werewolves, basically. So they're all cured. So those one-off Radiant missions all done. So I can consider companions done. Same thing with the Thieves Guild. I have most of the trophies. I don't have all of the trophies, so there are special items you can steal. Well, so I should mention, obviously, spoilers. If you have not played, definitely I'm doing spoilers here in my recap. But lower level spoilers, though. I won't say that they're not high level spoilers. I'm not giving anything major away, but I am giving away, the fact of where you can find these guilds and some of the, special quests you can take within them that aren't necessarily related to the main plot of that. So for the Thieves Guild, I've stolen all the special items. I have all those collected. I've, again, finished the main quest line too, just like I did for the companions. I also have, I haven't gotten all the trophies as far as the number of Radiant Thieves Guild's missions I've completed. Because based on the number of jobs you get, you get like a jeweled candlestick, a jeweled, I don't know, like drinking glass. It's kind of silly. So I think I ended up completing like 35 of those jobs, so I have like 3 of those trophies. While it has been fun, I have no interest in pursuing that any further at this point in time. So at least in my mind, though, it's technically not 100% complete because I don't have those different trophies. I mean, basically, it's all done. Alright, so then that leaves Winterhold, which is the last place I've been to. So I basically completed everything in Winterhold. I've completed the main quest line of the College of Winterhold, but I have not... whoop. Did not mean to do that. I have not completed Arniel's endeavors, which is side characters' missions, but this one's more like a multiple part quest instead of kind of a one-off thing. So I'm in the middle of doing that one. There's also, let's take a look at my skill tree here because this is very relevant also to the Mages Guild. Which, if we look at my skills here, let's ignore the magic for a second. I very much do legendary skills, but generally I try to have high alchemy, high speech, high lock picking, high sneak, which I didn't realize I was 100 there, so let's go ahead and make that legendary. Alright, great. I use heavy armor, so my light armor is pretty low. I love using archery and two-handed, so, one-handed's low. I'm already on my 3rd pass for two-handed weapons and heavy armor. My block's pretty high. Smithing, I always keep that up for Dragonborn. Usually what I do is, like every 50... to 100 to 75 hours, I've collected enough materials that I basically generate all the dragon bone items that I want, and then I reset this skill, and then I create a whole bunch of jewelry plus all these other items from all the resources I've accrued. So I basically get it right back up to 100 right away. Similar with my enchanting as well. So my character, I would say, is a enchanter, a smither, someone who specializes in two-handed weapons and heavy armor and blocking, but not with the shield, you know, because of the two-handed weapons, but you know, just blocking with that weapon. And battle axes specifically. Part of how I've chosen my character is role playing, but also, you know, just kind of the play style that I like. And you know, I'm into heavy armor because it has very high stats. Battle axe, you know, same thing going on there, though technically I think for my armor there's actually a stronger armor out there, but as of right now I'm just keeping it all dragon bone. They'll probably switch over to the Daedric at some point. You know, I'm also an archerer. Well, I used to be good at sneak, but I will become good at it again eventually. Lock picking, speech, you know, archery. I'm getting that back up again. Which, what is this one? Oh, whoops! I went into alchemy. Yeah, my alchemy gets high too. So really, spells in general are my weakest area. I've been slowly getting them up over time, but not much. So how is this relevant? Well, for the Mages Guild, there are 4 quests that occur when you reach level 100 for each of these schools of magicka. So I won't be able to do those for a while. When I started doing the Mages Guild missions, I began to level these up more and focus on that. But you know, sometimes since when I started, I think I was around level 70 to 75, so a lot of the creatures and enemies I would encounter are high level too, and you know, the magic just doesn't work, right? There's a huge discrepancy there. The level of the spells that I'm able to sustain are just not adequate enough to deal with them. So generally I use up all the magic that I have and all the potions, and then, you know, I go right back to my battle axe or bow and arrow. So I'm completing the current quest line for Arniel in the Mages Guild. I am trying to slowly get these schools up over time so that I can then complete the other 4. But that's going to take a long time, as you can currently tell. Alright, also I have a bunch of perks to increase here because within the last couple hours I've made two-handed and heavy armor legendary again, and I also just made sneak legendary, which I plan as I level these up to use those perks to kind of get back to where I was before with these skill trees, though I'll use some of these perks for other skills that I like that I may not have done before. Alright, so just to wrap this up, you know, then the question is, where am I in the Civil War questline and where am I in the main questline? So as far as the Civil War questline is concerned, I have not done it at all. It's actually when I first started the game, and you know, I eventually got to Solitude, it was kind of something I just kept putting off. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I see the Nord side of the issue, I see the Empire side of the issue. I'm actually a huge fan of the Roman Empire. Well, okay, maybe not the Roman Empire, but the Roman Republic, which was still kind of like a empire anyway, at least as far as other countries were concerned. I say I'm a fan of them, which means I'm very much interested in their history and everything that's happened. That doesn't mean I think what they did was good as far as how they treated other peoples. But so, you know, I have that draw to the Empire side of things. You know, but then I see how the Aldemirian Dominion is in Skyrim, and it's pretty terrible. You know, the poverty that's in Skyrim, these different issues that, you know, basically the Empire has screwed Skyrim over. So I've seen that side of it too. I'm also a Nord as my character, so you know, getting into my Nord character's head, it's like, well, you know, they're more loyal to the Nord countryside. You know, it's not, and then the different people you meet have different allegiances, right? As far as the Empire versus the you know, native Nords of Skyrim. And so, you know, it's a very dirty, murky issue. So originally I kind of pushed off deciding what I would do then, and I just kept pushing off the Civil War. I've decided that I am going to side on the side of the Nords, which I'll discuss more about at another point in time. I'm already doing a lot of talking on a world map, and we want to get back to action. So I'll discuss that another time. But basically, I'm putting it off at this point now because I'm like, well, I'm enjoying everything else I'm doing. I'll just leave the Civil War quest line to later on. Before I do the DLC, I'm going to do it. But you know, later on, until I've done most of the exploration here. Now, main quest line. Where am I? Well, I've actually been following the main quest line throughout, so I've been role-playing in the mindset that the main quest line is important, but to the degree that, you know, this is a human being in the real world, and you can't just kind of like rush through. Like, it would be extremely tiring for the individual, and that hero would wind up dead. I'm playing with a more grounded realism to my game, so, you know, maybe for someone else's playthrough, they're like, well, I'm a hero, and, you know, whatever, he can stay up, you know, he doesn't need any sleep, he can just, you know, warp from place to place. I'm not playing like that at all. I'm playing that there is no fast travel for me. You know, I've got campfire, frostfall, you know, realistic interactions as far as getting materials and crafting from animals. You know, same thing goes for, you know, blacksmithing. The increased ingredients, you know, the eye needs for my hunger and health and needing sleep. All these different systems I'm doing are about creating greater realism in the game, and so I kind of view like this. My character is a hero, but they're not, you know, they're not like that fantastical hero that, you know, it's like they haven't slept in months and they're just like on target. So this hero is treating the main quest line as something important to do, but not to the point with the realistic needs of the society and everything going on that they're just doing a beeline for it. So it's been in the vein of, you know, the main quest line says go over here and do that, so, you know, I'll go over there and do that, but then I'll also explore the region around, you know, and then progress the main storyline. So that's kind of what's going on right now. Wrapping this up. Actually, for the main quest, I am actually in the middle of Elder Knowledge. I basically have to find the Elder Scroll so that I can, you know, learn this powerful new shout that can take out dragons. And the person I'm looking for happens, you know, to be up here above the College of Winterhold. And I will be going there shortly, because I wrapped up everything else in Winterhold, wrapping up a couple of loose ends for the college, and I've almost done exploring this region. This region over here is actually this bare compared to the rest of the map. I actually even searched up here too. So I basically just have this small region of islands right here to do, and then I'm done. So within that search, I will be, you know, completing that next step in the main quest line. Where it goes from here, I have no idea. And I am looking forward to that, to seeing what happens next. But my next plan, depending on where the main quest line goes, and the fact that I have been to Windhelm numerous times for the Thieves Guild, I will probably wind up going to Windhelm. I was already in there, so I try to not have any spoilers at all, but I was in Windhelm, and I overheard a conversation by this abandoned house about, someone, trying to perform some ritual for the Assassin's Guild. So I'm thinking, well, Windhelm probably has the Assassin's Guild. That's actually my favorite guild. So I'm probably, regardless of the main quest line, going to go to Windhelm next to fully explore and do the Assassin's Guild. I'm really excited for that. So that's where I am. And there's a beautiful sunset now. I'm actually going to wrap up this live stream now. In real life, I have needs, and I'm kind of hungry right now. So I will continue from here next time. Thanks for watching, and there will be a ton more gameplay next time. See you soon. I don't actually have any hotkeys set up yet, or that I know of, so I'm not actually done yet. Alright, see you all next time.